My goal is to make at least $100,000 per year in extra income selling furniture. And to do that, I break it down a very simple way. If I need $25,000 extra, I gotta sell $70 a day in furniture, whether it's dressers, diaper changing tables, armchairs, couches, sectionals, you name it. If I need $50,000 extra in a year, all I gotta do is sell around $140 per day. That's every day. On your birthday, on your kid's birthday, my birthday, your birthday. And if I need $100,000 extra or $92,000 extra, I have to sell $240 or $250 per day. Hey, what's up, Gravy Flips? Today I'm starting off pretty well. I'm currently loading up a couch that I got for free that's selling here in my town for $250. So if you haven't heard my spiel before, I'm a full-time teacher. I'm currently on paternity leave because I have an awesome 10-month-old at home. And in order to supplement my teaching income in the summers, I normally buy and resell video games, collectibles, and furniture. But since the video game and collectibles market has gotten really hot, I've started focusing a lot on furniture. I have 5 storage units, and I have a guidebook that I launched yesterday about how to resell furniture and video games. So if you haven't checked that out, check out the description below. It's $12.99. You can buy it on my website. It tells you everything that you need to know about buying and reselling furniture and how you can make some extra money. But my goal is to make at least $100,000 per year in extra income selling furniture. And to do that, I break it down a very simple way. If I need $25,000 extra, I gotta sell $70 a day in furniture, whether it's dressers, diaper changing tables, armchairs, couches, sectionals, you name it. If I need $50,000 extra in a year, all I gotta do is sell around $140 per day. That's every day. On your birthday, on your kid's birthday, my birthday, your birthday. And if I need $100,000 extra or $92,000 extra, I have to sell $240 or $250 per day. So that's becoming a new motto here. Here at Gravy Flips, we try to sell $250 per day in profit in order to earn some extra gravy to help supplement our income, because like life out there is getting really tough, guys. My hustle, it's a really easy one. I used to tow a utility trailer with my RAV4, but I've since upgraded to a Tacoma because I wanted to pull something a little bit bigger. I paid around $3,000 for this 6x10 trailer. It weighs around 1,600 pounds, has a 7-foot ceiling. You can get something smaller if you're just trying to start out. I normally look on Craigslist for free things. I have some really advanced methodologies that I use, like advertisements and Facebook link optimizations, in order to get first dibs on like sectional couches and stuff, because if I'm trying to get to that $250 per day goal in order to earn $92,000 extra in my supplementary income, sectionals normally do pretty well. This morning, I'm starting off by selling a 7-piece sectional for $250 on the dot. I'm also doing some charity work, and I got this couch set from somebody who bought a couch from me a couple days ago, and I'm going to list that up for a local person who is in need of some furniture, because it's not necessarily something I want to sell. There's some rips in the cushions, and there's a lot of people in need around me. I live in a part of Vermont that they're building a lot of low-income housing, so I really do think that this couch set, if I drop it off at someone's house, help them get it in, it'll definitely stay nice and people can keep it out of the dump. So resellers here, you know, we're not heartless people. The other thing is, you know, as a teacher, it's kind of like ingrained in our soul to help society and to try to help people be the better version of themselves that they can. It's really weird to hear that a teacher is a reseller. I know a lot of teachers who do other side gigs, whether it's like working in the summers as bartenders, or they work, you know, waiting restaurants in the evenings after they're done work, because, you know, it's just not a profession that pays the most. And my wife wants to stay home with her kid, and I want to be the husband that allows her to do that. So getting out there and being creative and finding ways to resell is not something that I'm scared of doing. In fact, I started doing this around 13 years ago when I was in college studying for my teaching degree, and I fell in love with buying and selling old Pokemon cards, and dabbled in video games and some electronics. But I tell you what, guys, like, the video game and collectible market is so cutthroat. If anything is posted on Facebook, people are after it. All this stuff in the storage unit, guys, I have literally gotten for free. Everything. And I don't have to have like knowledge in woodworking to fix anything. Like, it's unbelievable how much stuff people are just willing to give away. Now, I mentioned that guidebook that I want you guys to check out. I spent around 12 hours getting all my thoughts in paper. It's around a 39-page guidebook that'll really tell you how to get in there and start selling furniture. I get into the depth about like the insurance you'll need, what kind of transportation, storage costs, methodologies to snipe products before other people. Just, you know, a really advanced way for you to get in there. Not only does that $12.99 that you pay for it support me at the Gravy Flips channel, but it also supports all the time and effort that I'm putting in there trying to get the word out. We're at 380 subscribers right now, and I'm trying to get this channel as high as I can because I want people to have a community where we can come together and get out of this rat race, guys. The rat race is the worst. I'm a big fan of Dave Ramsey and the Total Money Makeover, staying out of debt and finding ways to build your net worth, because at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to be going to the grave and not leaving anything to your kids. You know, I've mentioned this before, and I mentioned it in my guidebook, that generational poverty is a thing. What does that mean? As a teacher, I see it all the time. I used to teach in a high school in rural Vermont, and I've also taught down in Colombia, the country. I've taught out of the United States. I worked in an orphanage down in Argentina for close to 5 months, and I've seen it here and in other countries. Generational poverty is a real thing. Generational trauma is a real thing, and that cycle is horrible. It's almost impossible to break until you are willing to stand up and turn around and face the forest fire and say, you know what? No more. No more. I am going to be the person that changes my family tree, and I'm going to be the first person to leave my kids an inheritance for the first time in the history of my family. You know, you don't need a 7-year degree. I have a master's degree in teaching. I don't need that. I do it because I love it. If I wanted to just stop teaching right now and do full-time reselling, it's totally something that could happen, you know? And that's why I want you guys to get out there. It's not worth going into debt, taking out 6 figures in student loans so that you can go make $50,000, $60,000 a year starting off. You know, read Dave Ramsey's book, The Total Money Makeover. Get out there, get yourself 2 or 3 storage units, start finding some free stuff, start adding service to someone by delivering furniture to them or picking up their old furniture. And I tell you what, that guide that I wrote for you guys for $12.99 that both supports the channel and gets the word out to help other families, that $12.99 will go a long way in your life. It'll probably be worth more than any $20,000 semester that you spend. Take a look at it. Go to garvyshobby.com. You'll see the link in the description. Check out my guidebook. Sit down, read it. If you don't want to resell video games, just skip that part. Check out my bio that I include in there. And just read through it. Read through the whole thing. Understand it. Check out the videos. Subscribe to the channel. Check out what I'm posting here every day, because the goal of Gravy Flips is not to make money. The goal of Gravy Flips is to help you stay out of the rat race and for you to build your net worth by learning that you don't need to go into debt to make money. Let me say that again. The purpose of Gravy Flips is to help you. It's to help this country. It's to help the people that are struggling right now and to show them that there's other ways to make money, ways that they don't need an education. Whether they just got here from another country and they're having trouble finding a job, whether they need extra money for a down payment on a house, if they're trying to buy a car. I don't care what the reason is. Gravy Flips is a channel for everyone to learn how to build some extra gravy, some extra side hustle money in a positive way that'll help them at least have something stable. Because the biggest fear is that, you know, having a W-2 job that you go to every day for 8 hours, the biggest fear is that you make your boss mad and that they give you the axe. You know what I mean? It's a terrible feeling. It's a terrible, terrible feeling. You have that customer that comes in, treat you like you're garbage, and then you go home and you take it out on your family because you don't know how to compartmentalize, which means kind of like store your emotions elsewhere. Or if you're a nurse and you come home and you've seen some pretty traumatic stuff, you know, having a way to make some money where you're your own boss and nobody can tell you when you have to work and when you don't have to work, that's the magic of this channel. I tell you right now, guys, start off at the basic level, the baby steps of Gravy Flips, the baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Try selling $70 a day in furniture. $70 a day. That could be one dresser per day to make $25,000 extra dollars a year. Okay, and if you like that, kick it up to trying to have an average sale of $140 per day. That's 2 dressers a day, okay? And they're posted on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, probably 10 a day in my area, okay? I just can't, I don't have the time to go get them all. Make that goal, but start with the $70 per day, okay? And remember, that's $70 per day as an average. It doesn't mean that every single day you have to sell $70. It means that you have to have an average sale rate of $70. So if you happen to get 2 sectional couches and one sells for, like this one just sold for $250 profit, that means that you've already completed almost 4 days of that $70. But imagine that. What if you sell 2 sectional couches and you make $200 on them in 1 week? That's $400 extra dollars. Let me say that again. That's $400 extra dollars in a week. Multiply that by 4. That's $1,600 per month extra. That is a rent, guys. It is a rent. Selling 8 sectionals a month is a rent. $1,600 a month. This is not a joke, okay? I really hope you guys give it a chance. Check out all the videos that I have on here. If you're into reselling video games, collectibles, and furniture, definitely check out that guidebook. I spent hours and hours and hours writing. I have some real information in there that'll help change your guys' life for the better. I'm a huge proprietor of education, but I'm also a huge fan of Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. And if you haven't read that book, please read it. There's another book by Chris Hogan called The Everyday Millionaire. And in that book, he talks about the 3 most common ways that millionaires are made. And the number 1 most common is a lawyer. The second is an engineer. And the third most common millionaire in the United States, self-made millionaires, are teachers. People who are principled, who know how to go into debt to make not a lot of money, but I'm just kidding. People who know how to chunk things up to make goals and follow them, okay? If a teacher can be a millionaire, guys, you can definitely be a millionaire too, all right? And maybe the goal isn't to go make millions. Maybe the goal really is just to make some extra side money every month. That's fine. That's really what I want for you guys. Let's do this. Follow my channel, hit subscribe, check out my guidebook, and let's change your life for the better. Thanks so much, everybody. This is Brian from Gravy Flips signing out. See you next time.